Hello. Hello. Okay, we're waiting for Cobra to come in, so hold on. Okay, let me get the link. Oh, shit. Here you go. Come in. All right, there you go, Cobra. Click on that. Oh, I'm going to beat your ass. Hang on, I'll be there in a moment. Hello, Black Road Dog. Hello, everyone. We're waiting for Cobra to get here. Okay, Cobra, get your ass here. Hello, everyone. Again, I'm waiting for Cobra to get here, then he can take over. Really, Cobra?
Hello, Moto.
Hello? I don't need to use password. All right, hold on. Cobra's having trouble getting on panel, so give me a minute. Don't know why. Oh, goodness. I think he's Mongoose. I don't know what he's having trouble getting on. I don't understand why. Let me call him. It's like, Houston, we have a problem. Oh, this is not Miss Cobra. Ooh, Jesus. That's funny. That's funny, Direct E, but right. Hello, potatoes. Well, damn. Hello, MCW. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull this off. Right, Direct E.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Cool.
finally.
Jesus, Murphy. What happened was I signed out of Google.
Well, that's a dumb move. Okay, so there's the link to the panel, guys, is pinned up top. So if anybody wants to join, I'm gonna just sit here quietly, probably.
Yeah, I just wanted to do this. I said yesterday I was going to do this and just give everybody a chance to voice their opinions on what the hell's going on out there. I just saw a video with Direct D from another channel where the cop was attempting to arrest the guy for jaywalking. He changed his mind right away because the guy knew what the hell he was talking about. But it's the camera, the fucking camera. The cops can't stand the camera. And the reason, can you hear me?
Yeah,
And the reason is because they know that they're doing shit wrong and they don't want it to be seen on camera. They know that they're out there making their own fucking laws and doing shit wrong and they don't want it seen on camera.
hello, hello, code.
Good afternoon. I think I'm talking. I don't know. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Sweet. I just wanted to come up and say hi and say thank you and say shit is fucked up and stuff.
Oh
Mm.
man, man, it is bad out there. I wonder what
Yeah, I
I.
just got finished watching that Direct D video as well.
Yeah, it's freaking crazy.
Indeed.
And like I was saying in my video yesterday, last week, 17 cops. No, I'm sorry, 13 cops were shot in in Arizona area. None of them died, but 17 cops were shot, and it's just no, doing this for years. I'm just getting the the indication that citizens are tired of what these cops are doing. And there are some crazy ones out there that are retaliating.
I'm the guy that kind of says like, you know, that yeah, I'm gonna get in trouble anyway. Might as well be worse for something. I mean, there. The disconnect has not gotten shorter or smaller. It's gotten wider. It seems like to me, just from being the cowboy chair that I am. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's I mean, I've been doing this for years and I really never thought that I would be arrested for uh disorderly conduct, at least disorderly conduct, because I know that I'm allowed to respond any way that I want to. But because I had the camera pointed at this cop, he couldn't stand it. And it just tells me right away that he was doing something that he shouldn't have been doing and he didn't want it on camera. That's why he told me I had to go 200 feet away to the freaking corner. And as soon as they tell me that, you know me, I'm just going to tell him to go fuck himself. And I just can't believe that he actually took it. His ADD kicked in. And then once his ADD kicked in and he saw that I wasn't going to follow his unlawful orders, that's when the retaliation kicked in.
hmm well, I mean, it's been proven time and time again that they will use any amount of force.
Right. But the thing is now I got to go to court, and I'm almost pretty sure that this next court date, um, if the so-called um, complainants doesn't show up or anything, then it'll be dropped, because of course at that time I'm going to put in a motion for these charges to be dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it should be dropped. And if not, when we do show up, and if they're there, then that's cool, because I get to confront them and say, how many words exactly did I say right to you? Did I say any words to you? And then I'll tell them, remember, you are under oath, and I have video footage of the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, and I'm like Direct D's video just a while ago. Is I'm legally detaining you. He says to him, "I'm legally detaining you for jaywalking." It's like, holy shit, really?
Let's go ahead and pull out the law book instead of the how to aim your gun book, and
Exactly. And
let's read this for just a second. I mean, and
okay,
see that if they would actually do that, right? That's the part that kills me is that you know uh, don't believe you're always right. I mean, you know, it frustrates me that there's no attempt at learning, right? It's just I know the laws. I'm going to prove to you that I know the laws, and then I'm a YouTube star for it.
yeah, yeah,
You know.
yeah. See, I I didn't. I actually thought, okay, well, maybe I did cross a line and say something, but
Mm-hmm.
then once I watched the video a few times over, it's like, what the fuck? you
Oh, it
know?
really wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I mean, all I did was the words that was said to him was like 3 seconds long, and then the rest of the time I was, when I do a video, I talk to the camera. I let you guys know exactly what's going on and what I think this officer is doing wrong. And as soon as he told me to go to the corner, I did my little deal, and then I was at least 30 feet away from him, and then I just stood there. And because I didn't go to the corner, that's when his attention should have been on what he was doing, not on me. So that should save my ass in court. And Direct D is he? Yeah, Direct D is in here. He showed a video where one of our colleagues was in court, and the judge actually told this colleague um, that he was that it wasn't against the law for him to cuss at the police officer or anything like that. There was no law against that.
Mm,
However, he did find him guilty for the trespassing. So a judge right here in Maricopa County already says it's not against the law to cuss at a police officer.
but since we got this other charge, we're going to convict you on that one.
Yes, yes. Since we've got this other charge, we're going to convince you on it, or convict you. Now, when I go in front of the judge, I'm actually going to tell the judge, according to the letter of the law,
Uh
this
huh.
this charge should have been dropped immediately. So now, um, I see that the prosecutors are taking it forward because they think they have the case.
Mm.
But according to the letter of the law, this charge should be dropped. However, now I have to stand here and see if you're going to follow the letter of the law or your feelings, just like the officer did.
Yep. And it's a daily thing for them, so it's not. it's not anything for them to just go, you know what, fuck you, we're going to continue the case,
Right,
or
right.
fuck you, we're going to find you guilty, and no, you can't have any transcripts,
Yeah, and
or
they've got plenty of money. They don't care, because
yeah.
if they convict me, they're going to recoup that money, because they said the fines could be up to $4,000. It is.
You know,
And
Night, night. Will you show your face, please?
the thing is I have to wait and see if she's going to follow her feelings and actually convict me on these two charges. There's two charges. Now, once they gave me another court date, the wording on the the paperwork for me to the summons for me to come back to court,
uh-huh.
it changed from disorderly conduct with disruptive behavior to 2 counts of disorderly conduct fighting. It
Fighting,
changed.
huh?
Yeah, it
You out
changed.
there playing Mike Tyson?
Yeah, I guess. It's like, okay, where the hell did I fight? I've got the video from start to finish.
It'd be one of them things. It'd be like, okay, let's watch yours compared to mine, right? Because it's been a couple times that I've seen where theirs is like nicely chopped up and highly. I don't want to call it, crafted, but it's definitely sure, removal of evidence is removal of evidence.
Right. Yeah. And I'm just seeing, I've been doing this for almost 4 years now.
Mm,
And MCW Joker, he was over here in Mesa for a few months before I got started.
mm-hmm.
Um, he was a working fool, so he wasn't able to get out too much. And once I decided to do this, I watched a lot of videos, brushed up on the laws here in Arizona and Maricopa, and
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay, let me get out here and do this. Man, I was freaking scared as hell my first few videos,
I could
but
imagine.
but then I learned as I went along, um, and I saw that MCW, he was getting out there as much as possible. But once I decided to do this, I decided to go balls to the wall. I was I was putting up 3, 4, 5 videos a week or a day, and I've actually got over 2,700 videos,
Damn.
and it just I learned through that, and then watching these cops react to the camera, watching these cops do what they do, I realized, holy shit, these cops are out here making up their own laws as they go. And the public, the community is accepting that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
it
because they've been force fed to believe that you can't fucking learn everything,
right, right.
right? And they've made it so complicated, so not even either both sides of the interaction don't know it all, right? It has
Exactly.
been so convoluted.
And see, they use the term this day and age.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the older I've noticed, the cops that are arresting Direct D, arresting me. I don't think MCW has been arrested yet. He's been lucky. Um, but
Just jinxed him.
the cops that are arresting us are the older cops, either the older cops or the rookies. Um,
Yeah, under the direction of the older cops.
yeah, yeah, because the older cops are still in the mindset that they can do whatever the hell they want. And it comes back to this day and age. There's cameras out there. There's cameras everywhere.
Mm.
and they
Hey,
can't accept.
MCW and Night Night. Hello.
Hello. Howdy.
Howdy.
Sorry for being rude and not saying hi.
I'm on the chat section, so I'm not seeing anybody that's coming in right now.
Well, Night Night and MCW. Night Night hadn't said anything yet.
Cool.
So we're waiting
Guys,
for
thank
that
you.
person to talk.
And the older cops, they're into, they can't accept this day and age. They still want to do what they've always done, and they can't change. They've always made up their own laws. There weren't cameras there to catch them doing wrong, and now that there's cameras pointing at them and showing people that they are doing this wrong, they can't handle that. So that's where their egos kick in and say, "Yeah, I'm just going to arrest this motherfucker, get him out of my way." And that's where the lawsuits and shit are going to start coming in heavily. And I've just noticed this from doing so many videos, and the rookies are being trained by these guys to do it the same way. However, the younger cops that are coming in, they realize, hey, there's cameras everywhere, so I'm going to try and do things different.
Yeah, but it's tradition for them to kick the door in and fuck shit up.
Oh yeah, exactly. Right.
Well,
It's
fuck, I thought that was part of the job requirement.
uh, Jesus Christ, it drives me crazy. And the thing is me as a cop watcher, I'm gonna have to go to court, see if this judge follows the letter of the law or her feelings. And if she follows her feelings, then I'm going to have to pay for that.
Like
But
Direct D just said, if
it's
you
something.
embarrass them, they will change. He's already embarrassing the fuck out of them, making them look like asses out there. More of an ass than they already are.
Exactly. So I'm going to have to pay for
I'll
this.
agree with that statement.
And it's something that I chose to do when I started cop watching. It's I expected to be arrested sooner or later. That's why I monetized my channel. Otherwise, I would have never monetized my channel. Um, because I'm not out there. I'm not in this to make money. I'm in this to show the community what our police officers are doing. I monitored so I could save the money that I get to help replace tires on my car and stuff like that, and then maybe cover a few fines that I get from being arrested. So it's just something that I accepted when I decided to be a cop watcher. So that's what I'm holding this panel to allow people to say, hey, this is happening to me, or and maybe get suggestions from other people of, you know, what can we do? What can you do? My suggestion is put a camera on them.
Yeah, I was going to say record, record, record.
Yes, put a camera on them. It matters a lot. If there's no video footage now,
It's your word against theirs.
exactly. Now, when I go to court, I can guarantee that there's not going to be any body cam footage of the officer soliciting the two people to say, hey, will you put a complaint in that you didn't like his language and he disturbed you, and so I can arrest him. I can guarantee there's no body cam footage of that.
They wouldn't turn their body camera off to ask that. Come on, they would actually ask that question out in the open and in the public, right?
Exactly.
They did at the hotel.
when I was sitting in the car for over
They
an
sure as
hour,
fuck did, didn't they?
I was sitting in the car for an hour and 45 minutes. The A sergeant showed up, never even talked to me, and then I was telling the nice cop that there is a cop that is doing it right. I was telling him, I said, why am I actually going to jail when this could be a citation instead? And he said, well, it's not up to me, it's up to the arresting officer. Um, so that's all his decision.
He's
And
trying
then
to get his bottle of champagne.
he told me that he was talking to the sergeant, and then all of a sudden a lieutenant came up, and then the arresting officer came and talked to me. Well, don't you think it was reasonable for me to ask you to go to that corner? And what it was the lieutenant probably told him, dude, you fucked up. um However, you can't take it back. You've already arrested him. You've already told him what the charges are. You can't just take that back. You've called it in to show one in custody and
Mm-hmm.
all that good shit. So it's like, you're going to have to follow through with this. So you're going to have to decide whether you're going to take him to jail or give him a citation.
Hey,
So once,
Night, can you show your face, please?
so once he came over and started talking to me, I realized, okay, this is the decision whether he's going to take me to jail or give me the citation. Once he started asking questions. Now, normally you don't talk to cops. However, um, there was a reason why I wanted that damn citation instead of going to jail. So I sort of was giving him what he wanted. He wanted me to back down and show him some respect. So I sort of half ass did that. And then he said, well, I'm going to go ahead and release you and give you a citation. It's like, cool, cool. You just give me that citation and I'll go to court and plead guilty.
Yeah, after they called your boss and told him to come get the damn truck.
Exactly. So then I had to call my boss and tell him that, hey, I've got the truck. I'll finish my route.
Thank you.
They
All
would
right.
never interfere. They would never call somebody's house or their employment just to interfere with their life more, would they?
Right. So, yeah, I mean, damn.
Hello, Night.
Direct D
Got it.
has been through this. He's been arrested, and he's still going to fucking court over this shit. And there's so much more that they can do rather than fucking with somebody with a camera. But I we know the reason why is because they don't want it on camera that they're out there making up their own rules and just totally, oh, just doing it their way, and the community is accepting it.
And the part of the community that's not accepting it is getting punished for it.
Exactly. Oh,
Direct D has 7 trials coming up.
damn, damn.
He has
Is that
more
a
trials
record?
than I have videos.
Damn. I fall into that category too there, MCW.
Son of a bitch.
Folks, is it fair to say that we're dealing with a culture right now instead of a bunch of individual issues? We've almost got a culture of anti-auditors or anti-cop watchers going on right now, and it's like they're being taught that, and it's spreading. But one of the nice things that we've got on our side is that this community is spreading and growing as well. And now, when something happens, like the stuff that happened to Frickin' Media and Michigan Constitutional Crusader, the
Right.
stuff goes viral, and they can't run and hide from it anymore because of people like Cobra and Joker and all the others out there, because we're making a difference just one case at a time.
Yes, yes, and rest assured, every cop watcher that's in here, Direct D, MCW, Tempe, all of us, rest assured, we are making a difference. As long as we do it right, we will make the difference.
Well, I can tell you it doesn't stop at the local state level. I mean, if you go look at a blind dude over there, called Blind Justice, and look at the bullshit they're doing to him,
Oh yeah,
and I mean, this dude, you know, you throw in the disabled part, okay, but then you throw disabled and veteran, and they still treat him like he's a piece of shit. You know,
Friends of, friends of code, didn't they arrest him? Or they wouldn't let him into his own court date, then arrested him for not showing up?
yeah.
Yes.
They literally held him outside because they didn't want him coming in with his note-taking devices, right? Agreed that everybody else uses them to record, but this dude has to take notes other ways, right? And it's really sad to me that there's no compassion, there's no anything in this situation for anybody involved,
it,
and
yeah,
it disheartens me because this isn't the school book way that they taught me, going through the education, right?
Well, here's one of the
And
ways that we're making a change, and people don't recognize it, but when you start seeing states drop qualified immunity, that tells you something. When the other states start passing laws that make filming police illegal, and
Oklahoma.
suddenly they can't enforce those, or the people start to team up against those types of illegal laws, we're seeing a difference. And we just have to keep going at this one little block at a time, because we're making a difference. And as soon as qualified immunity goes away in more and more states, that's when we're going to start seeing cops being held accountable, and cops having to actually learn what the law is, and they're going to tread a lot more lightly and carefully. I don't know that Arizona is
yeah,
ever going to change, but the rest of them anyway.
yep, absolutely. And then you hear on the news, um, the cops are fighting back by going to the news, the fake news, and saying, "Hey, we need to get these laws. We need the community to pass these laws because these cop watchers are showing up at scenes and they're disrespecting officers. They're disrupting the scene, disrespecting officers, cussing our officers out." There are a few that will just walk up there and just start cussing an officer, and those are the ones that are doing it wrong, and they make it hard for us, the ones
Well,
that
here's the
99.
thing. I kind of say that they should be exposed to both sides.
exactly
As harsh as it is, they don't. I'm sorry. You chose that profession, and if you arrest more of the bad cops, you probably wouldn't be getting some of this shit,
exactly
right? I mean, and I know there's
99,
some that you're not going to be able to ever bridge that gap, but that doesn't
99% of
mean
the
that you shouldn't
time,
charge. Sorry.
99% of the time, we could go to a scene, not say one word. The officers will
Mm.
come up to us and start barking orders, and then say that we're the aggressors.
right,
Hmm.
You can go
exactly,
through my videos or Direct D or Spin Cobra, Tempe. None of us say anything to them until they walk up to us.
You were putting off an aggressive aura on you, MCW, and they picked
That's
up
just
on your
because of a
aura.
camera.
Oh, that's the light. Oh, my bad. I thought that was the aura of it. You know,
No, it's
that's
that
the light on the camera,
has.
or the bright ass light that they point back at you,
Yeah,
Right.
right?
yeah,
Yeah, they can
And
flush the light in your face, but you do it, it's assault.
yeah, no, they can flash it. Not only can they flash it in your face, but they can put it into a mode and flash it in your face that has been known to cause epileptic seizures.
Right.
exactly.
Right. Right. I mean, you know, uh, so I saw something the other day off of what is it? Delete Laws, right? Where he showed this old sheriff got arrested and had his handcuffs behind. He was cuffed behind his back and was struggling to get out of the car, and because he was handcuffed behind his back, right? And one of the things, most profound things to me was is that he took the fact of the matter that it was a sheriff out of the position and said nobody should actually be tortured like this. Handcuffs are a form of torture. People lose their feelings in their hands on a regular basis from them putting the cuffs on too tight.
Yeah,
Eh, there's got to be something better.
yeah. I had to have them adjust the cuffs on mine
Did
twice.
they?
Because, yeah, they actually did adjust them, and they put two cuffs on there. But the minute they put me in the car, it's like, hello, I can't feel my fucking hands because he had it so fucking tight.
Mm.
And the first time I got arrested for interfering, he had it on so tight that it actually, I have thin skin on my arms,
Mm.
that it actually cut through and my wrist bled.
Damn, dude.
It's they're just doing
Yeah.
it their way out there, and we just got to keep going. It looks like we're gonna have to take some hits doing it, but we're just gonna have to keep going and showing the community what these cops are doing out there.
Yeah, man.
And then they go to the fact we don't have enough police officers. Well, goddamn, stop taking some of the damn calls that you take. I hear it on the scanner every day, hundreds of times a day, that they're sending this cop. I mean, yeah, they have to go to the call if they're called. However, these cops are going to the call, and the dispatcher comes back and says there's no complainant. The complainant has left, or there's no uh, reporting party, no RP. Uh,
Mm.
at that point, it's no longer there's
A
no law.
valid call for service.
Yeah. So go there and say, okay, but they go there and they put you on the ground, they ID you, they check for wants and warrants, and they don't have to because there's no law broken.
Yeah, but they believe that actually doing that is is actually helping society.
Yeah, it comes back to the percentage.
Almost every scene that I go to with Direct D in Tempe, soon as Direct D shows up, one of the officers gets in his vehicle and runs him to see if there's any warrants.
Oh,
Every
of course.
time.
Maybe today will be the day that I can see it and that I can do something. I mean,
Yep.
if you're on that side and you got that ultimate power, wouldn't you do that to make sure that you could make it as short as possible?
Well, just like the other night, the Direct D, El Zorro, and Arizona, AZ Unfiltered, and Direct D and Tempe were all out, and they were at a prostitute sting. They were standing there in the grass, 25 feet from the situation.
Okay.
These plainclothes officers walked past Arizona auditor that has a gun on his shoulder, underneath his shoulder, because he didn't have a camera in his hand. He had his body camera going. It went straight to Direct D that had a camera and saying for officer safety, but they walked right by the gun.
Yeah. And that's because they know Direct D. they're going after him.
And the answer is they should never run it unless they have a actual suspicion for fucking with Direct D, right? That's the other thing. One of the biggest sayings that I learned playing on the internet is don't feed the fucking troll.
Hey,
Okay.
Mitch.
Right.
And if you
Well,
believe
guys.
that if this guy is a troll, right? If you believe that, why would you interact with him in the first place, right? It would be sit there, observe until he actually does something that I can actually do something about.
Hey, I need to let me apologize to Mitch right fast. Mitch, I thought you were somebody else. I'm sorry, I booted you.
Oh, that's fine.
Again, I'm sorry, but you look far away. You look like somebody. Yeah, I'm sorry.
But it's why they target Direct D.
Put your glasses on.
Is why they target Direct D is he's one of the he is the biggest channel in Arizona. He gets the views. So if a cop fucks up or makes himself look like an ass, it's out there. Direct D and Spin Cobra both have I think they're the top channels here. So they go after Direct D because they know what he's showing is going to be seen.
Yes.
Exactly. So they're trying to silence him.
Mm-hmm. Funny thing is I found Direct D and Cobra through you, MCW.
and I'm not even at 3,000 subs.
Well, that's because you had to start over again, MCW.
Yeah, well, I'm finally over where I was before, but...
Okay.
Hey, you guys are making a difference every time you're asking for an ID or name and badge number. They just spit it out right away. Most of them.
Hey, John.
They didn't used to.
Yeah, they did, but now they've been ordered by the higher ups here in Mesa, stating that they don't have to give their name or ID to a cop watcher because they're not part of the scene.
Once they tell us to move, we are part of the scene.
I was going to say, they just can't help but make you part of the scene, though.
Well, that's like that cop that we showed.
Hey, Joseph.
Getting in trouble. That I have a couple of officers that let me know, and thank goodness, because I would have been 2 years ago. I would have been arrested on several felonies. If my informant didn't call me and say, "Hey, you better go back fucking live because they're putting a warrant out for your arrest right now." So
wow.
And there is a few good officers here in Mesa that are letting us know this is what's going on at the department. And
whistleblowers.
Yeah, the whistleblowers. So and they're actually
the other ones are just blowing.
They're actually going through the right channels also.
Right, John. Right.
When they do like Officer Calendar. I did a video where he was trespassing me off of a property. He was saying, you can see the sign, you're trespassing. I need you to step off the property. And I was explaining to him what I was doing. He said he knows what I was doing, blah, blah, blah. Turned out to be a good video to where he looked like he was a decent, caring officer. Well, not 3 weeks later, I get a phone call and says, "You have to see this. It's being investigated right now, but just wait until it comes out because it will." And sure enough, this Officer Calendar that looked so professional, he was screwing several of the female officers
and beating them up.
Yeah. And then he wound up breaking one of their arms or something, and he was fired for assaulting
ribs.
Her.
It was ribs. She would wear her bulletproof vest even tighter so she could make it through the shift.
Yeah, and you'll hear me on my channel sometimes. Are you one of Calendar's girls? because, and he was never arrested or anything for this. He was just fired.
Hey guys, I'm sorry to get out of here, but I have to go.
Hey,
Later, man.
good riddance.
Well, get the
Have a
fuck
good
out of
one.
here, MCW. Don't stay longer. Go.
Oh no, something just came up. I got it. It's an
All right.
emergency. So
All
we'll
All
talk
right,
to
be
you guys later.
careful.
Be
Be
safe.
safe.
Bye.
But yeah, we just got to keep on trucking. There's just
Oh,
no two ways about it.
So what's up with that new law? Are they going to pass that or what?
I don't think it'll ever pass. They've tried to pass it twice. I don't think it'll ever pass because it's unconstitutional. But
Yeah, on its
they're damn
face.
trying. They're damn sure trying. And the reason is there is no law that says we have to be a certain distance away from them.
No. Supreme Court just suggested 10 feet. They didn't say anything about any distance at all.
Exactly.
Yeah, but when a motherfucker's planning on using deadly force against you, you know,
Yeah.
I like the more distance factor. Personally.
Oh, it's dangerous to cop watch, man. Don't fool yourself.
Oh no. One of the most memorable moments I ever had was watching one of Spitting Cobra Cop Watch's videos live, and it changed me. It rocked me really hard, and yeah, man,
You point a camera at a cop, there's no telling what you're gonna get.
Yeah, and that's see, friends code. That's exactly what happened with me. I had no idea what was going on out there. I watched a few videos. One of them was MCW's, and it's like, no, this can't be going on here in my community. No. So that's what changed me and said, well, okay, let me get out there and see for myself. And sure enough, God damn it turned out to be one of the worst police departments, I think, in my opinion, in the country. And it boils my blood to know this.
Climbing trees is dangerous, D.
Yeah, when you're standing there and a cop says, take your hands out of your pocket, and then he puts his hands on his gun, that's pretty scary.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty scary because then you're scared to take your hands out of your pocket, thinking that, okay, if I take my hand out of my pocket, he might think I have a gun and just start shooting. So in that video, I said, no, I'm not going to take my hands out of my pocket right now. This motherfucker might shoot me.
Yeah, you don't want to move.
Exactly. And then, you know, when we walk up on them at night, I am highly aware that, yes, they don't know me from Adam. They don't know if I have any weapons. I understand that. So when I walk up to them, I try to let them know that I'm there, and I actually hold my camera up, showing them, hey, this is just a fucking camera. You guys don't see that, but I do it for my safety.
Yeah, last time I got trespassed from the park, I didn't break my camera out right away because it was by my waist belt and it was dark, and the cop was standing there, and I was like, I'm not reaching for my camera right now. I'm not reaching for my phone right now. You know?
Oh yeah, my boss has gotten so many calls. There's a guy driving your truck. He's giving us the middle finger.
Well, did you cut him off?
My boss just says, just ignore him.
That's what he does.
Oh shit. But yeah, I mean, they are out there to get rid of us because they know that we are showing the community what they are actually doing. And yes, I get a lot of people while I'm filming walk up to me, "Hey, Spin Cobra, man, I appreciate your videos. I've learned a lot." Um, and then I walk up to a cop that's there and talking to somebody, and then that person is saying, "Oh, I don't have to do that. I haven't broken any laws." It's like, yeah, yeah.
We don't care.
I wonder. I wonder if he's seen one of my videos. Am I really making a difference?
Yes, you are.
Because
I would
that
agree.
I don't care for about this subscribers. I don't care about money. I just want to show the community what these cops are doing out there. It's it's a passion of mine. I could care less if I have 1 million subscribers. I just want people to see what's going on out there. And I hope that when I show a video, once I upload a video, the only thing I care about it is for it to be shared across the world to show people this is what Mesa Police Department is doing out there to us citizens.
Yeah. Well, they say they're police, but they're not really police. They're an occupying army posing as police, so that's
Right.
pretty much sums it all up.
And the Mesa Police just a couple of days ago killed another guy. I don't know if it was justified or what, but they killed another guy. They're really fast to kill instead of using the and the thing is we have given them the equipment to use non-deadly force. They have every bit of that.
And we gave him Terry v. Ohio, or we didn't give it to him. Supreme Court did. So
It's it's
More time in the law library than the fucking gun range.
it's very disturbing that I live in the community of the worst police department in the country.
I live up in Sholo, and the cops are they're pretty mellow up here, and they're not. I haven't seen any real super bad ones. Sheriffs, that's a different story, but the cops seem to be okay.
Right. So that's why I wanted to hold this panel to have everybody come in that wants to come in to to just voice what they feel about their police department. Just put it out there, do it in
They all
chat.
suck from coast to coast.
Anybody's welcome to join into the room. Tell us the story. We
What's it
want to hear
called?
it.
It's called the Stanford experiment, the Stanford prison experiment. Watch that. See what given. You can ruin a completely great individual by giving him a little bit of power.
That's just
Amazing how that works, huh?
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that the newer police that are coming in are realizing that there's cameras there, and I see a lot of the younger police officers. They'll notice me with the camera, and most of them will ignore, just go on about their business, and I love it when they do that. I really don't want to walk up on a cop watch and have a cop come to me. I just want to show the people, okay, this he's asking this question. um, I'm hoping that the person says no. I don't have to answer that question. It's that's all I want to see. But then once they walk up to me, I'm 60 years old almost. I I
I'm right
can't
there with you, buddy.
I can't stand when somebody walks up to me and tells me that I can't do something that I know that I can do. And once they do that, I've been brought up to let them know in no uncertain terms, you're not gonna fucking tell me what to do. And people, they comment, hey, why don't you not use that type of language or anything. Is welcome to the real fucking world.
Yeah, fuck that.
I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about. Y'all need to quit, damaging my soft ears with this fucking bullshit.
It just tells me that when I use that language, I'm assuming that they're getting the message plain and clear that I will not put up with the bullshit. I can't say, "Oh, I respectfully decline your unlawful order." It's like, no, fuck you. I'm not fucking doing that.
I
I
politely
don't have
decline
to.
to acquiesce to your request.
I mean, if that would actually work, right?
Right,
I mean, more people would be apt to actually use that,
right.
right? But some people just don't understand plain English, right?
Yep, yep.
So you got to go a
No,
little colorful with it.
Yeah, I don't do it to get their egos going or anything,
as long as
because
I can smell you, I don't care.
once they've noticed me with the camera and they come up to me to tell me start barking orders, their ego is already gone through the roof.
Oh yeah, you can tell right away.
Yeah, yeah. It's it's got to change. It's got to change, and us citizens, all the citizens have to change it. They're the ones that have to get behind their rights. They have to take the time to learn that they don't have to do this. And then it comes back to, well, once the officer detains you, then it can go to the next step where you're arrested. So I have to try and talk my way out of this.
Mm.
I understand that. But the officers are not, they don't care.
No.
They're going to question you to where they can get you to slip up and say, yes, I did this, I'm sorry, maybe that will keep me out of jail. Absolutely not. That's all they wanted you to hear. That's all they wanted to hear was, yeah, you did this.
How it works up here in my small little mountain to town is the cops charge you, and the judge is either Shirley or Steven. They will back the cops, and they will steal money from your pocket.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter, doesn't matter what your argument is. It's just like, yeah, but you're not a cop. You're not a minion of the plaintiff. You don't suck tax dollars, so fuck you.
exactly. And I
Law
also
enforcement
put
growth
out,
industry.
Right.
it also needs to be put out there that this world runs on money, and that's all it is. It takes money to run the police department, so that's that's the whole idea behind their policing, is to collect the revenue that they need to run their police department. It's a business,
Yeah.
and rest assured, the
Don't believe us? Look up Brookside, Alabama.
exactly, the spring baseball is going to be canceled here in Mesa. It brings in millions of dollars for the city of Mesa. I'm talking hundreds of millions. So guess what? Once they cancel that, guess what's going to happen? The cops are going to get notified that you need to pull over a hell of a lot more people. We need revenue. And you'll see, starting next week, once they cancel it, you'll see so many people getting pulled over to be ticketed for any fucking infraction that they can get.
Yeah.
You'll see. Yeah.
Oh,
And
but they don't have quotas. No, we don't have quotas.
guess what? My camera will be there. And I will state, this is just a money grab. They need money because baseball was canceled. Spring training canceled here. Two teams were supposed to come here and and do training.
Is that for COVID or what?
I don't know what it is for. I think it has something to do with that.
Don't want anybody catching the COVID cold.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty sure because I caught a cold like 3 weeks ago, but it wasn't a runny nose cold. I had a dry, scratchy throat cold, and yeah, I think I caught it, and
Yeah.
it lasted like a day and a half, 2 days.
And you'll see 100% in the next 2 weeks. You Direct D, if you're still here, yep, you are still here. Direct D, you'll see, man. They're gonna those motorcycle cops out there, Mary 22, Mary 26. They're gonna be out there working their asses off, pulling cars over, just getting as much fucking revenue as possible. You'll see, because they're losing hundreds of millions of dollars in the next few weeks because of spring training.
Peace, good citizen.
You're not here, you're over there.
D's on the pot.
I was driving home, Direct D, and I noticed a whole shitload of cop cars just past your road there. It's like, where the hell is Direct D? And then I realized, oh, it's just a damn accident. And then I think somebody died in an accident on 60 and Power, was it? No, Stapley. No, Higley. I'm sorry, Higley. They were taking people off the highway. Somebody got in an accident and died.
That sucks.
Yep. But yeah, they're out there making their own laws, and the community is paying for it.
So,
No,
do you
they're
think?
cherry picking laws. They don't know any of the elements of any of the laws. All they know is disorderly or freaking disobeying a direct order. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, and I watched a video last week of an actual former cop. He said, "I'm going to tell you truthfully that I had no idea what the laws were when I was a police officer. I had to make it up as I went along." And then he said, I realized, well, maybe I should start buying some books or getting some books and learning a little bit of these laws that I'm trying to enforce.
They
And
carry a book around in their car with them. Gotta get something to drink.
yeah, it's a shame. So yeah, I just wanted to come up here and throw this panel. Thanks, Betsy, for getting this rolling for me.
Appreciate y'all letting me come up here and shoot the shit with you guys, and
But yeah, hopefully
appreciate you doing it.
a lot of people will see this and start putting cameras on the cops. If hundreds of people are doing that, then whoa, everybody left the room.
No,
No, we're still here.
Hello, Nidal.
Thank you. Thank you for
Hi, Nigel.
welcoming me here and for allowing me to say something. If I can, I have just a few minutes. I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you. Thank you guys for opening our eyes. Excuse my English is not that well, but I'm trying my best to tell you that, for a few years now, I start watching these videos, right? And I start understanding what's the kind of what is going on with our world, and recently
recently I watched this video confronting the judge about the audio recording in the courtroom. You know, that's blew my mind and make me feel that is there in inside the people. You know, inside the people, they will not allow this no more. And I'm from Canada, and
I was going to ask, is that
I
Quebec?
can't. Yeah, I can't go to Ottawa right now, but let me tell you this: that they are using all their power. You know, they are using like emergency states. They're using some laws that we don't understand. You know, to bring us down, to bring the people down under control
True.
and under control of the
Sure.
dictatorship.
Absolutely.
So yeah, thank you guys for giving us this you know this kind of you're showing us the example of how to be like how to do stuff, how to confront them. You know, the first time I was afraid to bring my phone up, you know, and to record. And you know what the cop he told me? He told me, are you gonna touch yourself when you reach home and you're gonna watch the video? Are you gonna touch yourself? You know, I didn't know what to tell him. You know, I didn't know
Yeah.
what
Why
to
not?
respond to.
I don't know. Maybe.
I would
Hey,
have said, "Oh
you got
yeah."
to thank Canada for standing up, man. Those truckers are kicking ass. I wonder when we bring that here.
And I appreciate you,
Yeah,
Nigel.
not just them, the support.
That's exactly why I do it,
Thank
so you know
you, thank.
what to do. And it warms my heart to see you come in here
Yes,
and
and
thank us for it. We
yeah,
appreciate
and
you.
excuse my English is not that well. I'm a French speaking.
There's
You're
no
doing
problem with
fine,
your
brother.
English.
Yeah, you're doing
You know,
great.
we appreciate what you are doing, guys. You know, from the bottom of our hearts. You know, it's not just me.
Thank you.
It's we are all in
Naito.
the moment,
Merci
right?
beaucoup.
And thank you, guys. I will let you with this. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate you coming in and sharing.
Thank Canadian truckers, man.
Yes.
Truckers, if the truckers in America decide to do the same thing, shit is going to hit the fan.
Yep.
How am I going to get my ho-hos, man?
Them self-driving trucks will have to come a little bit faster, huh?
Yeah. Well, I just drive local. I'm not over the road anymore. But
Oh,
yeah,
local kicks ass.
Yeah, you get to sleep in your bed every night.
Fuck
yeah.
yeah.
If truckers shut down for 1 week, yeah, the country is screwed.
The economy will fall apart.
I don't know. Is somebody coming up talking? Huh? Yeah, he's right there.
I don't know.
But
I had to put my hat on. I hadn't combed my hair today.
Friends Code, I really appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, man, I appreciate the shit out of you, brother. And, you know, I wanted to come up here and show the support for you. And,
I
you know.
appreciate it. Thank you, Mitch.
Hey, thanks for coming on, man. I'm glad I got to talk to you.
Great.
Same here. Same here, man.
I did exactly what I wanted to do. I just wanted to put it out there that the citizens need to stand up for rights. We've got to. If we all stand up for our rights, then the cops won't have the power that they have.
Yeah, I don't know. The FOP is pretty politically powerful. And they're not gonna go down without a fight. So
Yeah. But hopefully this once long after I'm dead, somebody can have this Spittin' Cobra channel and just run it. Just run it.
there's more and more every day. I can't keep up on the the new one's coming out, so it's spreading.
And that's what we need to do is look for those new ones, subscribe to them, show them the support that they need.
Hey, by the way, guys, did y'all know that you don't have to have 1,000 anymore to go live?
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I can go live
Yeah.
on YouTube.
25 is the number.
25 subscribers.
25 or 50. I can't. I think it's 25, but
I only need
it's
like
less than
20 more
100.
then.
But you can just go in there. I went in with one of my smaller channels, and I went in and was like, "Holy shit, I can go live on it."
yeah, Direct D. I just saw that comment, and I mean, it takes a special person to be the right type of cop. And I know 100% most of the cops that are joining right now, they're not doing it to make a difference. They're doing it because there's not many jobs out there right now that has a pension. And that's all it is. They want to put their 20 years in, grab that pension and go.
Yeah. It's like being in the military,
Yeah, that's all it is. That's, back when I was growing up, there was so many jobs that had pensions. And I said to myself, I want to try and get a job that has a pension. But when I came to the workforce, it's like, okay, where are all the fucking jobs? Everybody quit giving pensions.
Yeah, it started in the 80s. Started with Reagan.
Yeah.
What was it? The war on drugs?
Yeah.
That was Nixon started that.
So we know 100%. I know 100% that the cops are not joining to make a difference. They're joining.
They're joining for the money in the pension. They're joining
it's just
tax dollars.
You saw it with the video that I showed the other day. With this cop, making comments about the female officers being gay or she has a nice ass and shit like that. It's just like any other workplace. They're not professional.
No,
they're not professional.
Remember them laughing about that old lady that they broke her arm or dislocated her arm, and she ended up getting $3 million or something.
And he's the only one that's being convicted right now because there happened to be body cam footage.
Yeah. If you don't have body cam footage, you're going to lose in court.
Most of it goes on every day. It's not recorded, so what can you do? And that's what my guy in the Mesa PD told me. He said it happens every day. He just happened to be on body camera when he done it.
All day, every day.
Oh, and he also told me that there's a hell of a lot more to that story that we don't know.
I believe it.
I'll bet. Well, in this little mountain town, I've got the cops to the point where they pull up behind me and they run my plates and they find out who I am, and then they back off and they do a UE and go away.
Yeah. He told me that there's actually cops that has made the words that said one of these days, one of these cop watchers will actually slip up and we'll be able to put a bullet in them.
Sure. Well, they shot that one in Colorado and he killed that other guy.
One of the cops actually mentioned Direct D.
Yeah, they're going to try to Eric Brandt D, man. If that happens, we all just need to freaking gather up an army and go stand outside.
Yep.
That's Eric is a atrocity, in my opinion. That that's
yeah.
Well, Colorado
that's all I can say.
Almost as bad as Mesa, almost, but not quite.
Such the bastion of freedom, huh?
Yeah. What did I read the other day? Nobody knows exactly how many laws there are, but there's a guesstimate that there's 1.2 or 1.3 million things that you can't do in the land of the free.
Yep. So Direct D, I see you're still here, brother. Just when you're walking up out there, make sure they notice that you have a camera because, dude, I really think they want to lead.
Yeah.
They want to feed us lead.
I guarantee they'd have meetings about him. You know,
Oh yeah, yeah. When if the cop shows up in court that arrested me, I want to ask him for sure if he got that bottle of champagne that was sitting on the table for whoever arrested Spitting Cobra.
Bottle of champagne, huh?
Yeah, an expensive bottle of champagne.
Oh, come on now.
I
You know
don't.
they put that shit into
oh,
evidence.
but they love transparency. They're so transparent. Blah blah
they
blah.
actually
Bullshit, bullshit.
they actually had a bottle of champagne sitting on the table for
I
whoever.
don't know if a lot of people know this, but when not long after Cobra started, Mesa PD literally put a task force together. This is 100% legit. They
Yeah,
put a task force together, and their main goal was to figure out a way to arrest Cobra. This and They went as far as to every time Spit and Cobra did a video about anything, like they would send somebody to that place and try to get them people to make a report,
Fresh
any
charges.
kind of report that would allow them to arrest Cobra. They wanted the people to say Cobra did this and Cobra did that. Because and Cobra found this out because one of the people that the cops went to literally contacted Cobra and told him that when Cobra left, not long after he left, the police officer came and tried to get them to file a complaint against him so they could go arrest Cobra.
yeah. He
This
told
is how fucking deceitful and nasty they are.
he told him he was a lieutenant from the Homeland
Yeah.
Security Task Force to bring me down.
Yep. Yep. So that's what
Sweet.
the tax money goes for.
Oh, pucker my ass, dude.
They showed up there, and then they showed up at a Circle K that I was at, trying to get the Circle K to bring charges against me.
Huh. Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah, this was just 2 years ago. That guy retired, and I guess the task force broke up.
Yeah, they got Kavanaugh on the case.
They may still be out there. They're just waiting.
I watched that thing D put out about that law, and they were interviewing Kavanaugh, and they were saying, well, that means that you can't film him even if you're being pulled over. And he's going, well, I can fix that. That wasn't the intent. Bullshit.
Hey, my son just came in and said that it's so far it's like 51 counties in Florida are now charging their inmates a fee to be in jail. He says he thinks it's like $5 a day. So they're charging each inmate $5 to be in jail.
I'll be damned.
What the fuck?
The latest one was Volusia County.
Huh?
So
The last
by
one
the
was
time you
Volusia
serve your
County.
sentence, you owe them thousands of dollars, and you can't get out until you
Yeah.
pay them, or what?
I don't know, but he says the latest county to join was Volusia County in Florida. So, yeah.
I'll be
So
damned.
that might become a thing everywhere. Wow.
So how do you pay the $5 a day?
Right?
I
Gotta
have.
put on that, cherry lemonade. I mean, that cherry Kool-Aid on the lips and hope for the best, as best I can tell you.
Yeah.
What is that law? You can't put anybody in jail for a debt or whatever. I guess they figured out a way around that, huh?
When I send
Sure as fuck sounds like it.
when I send money to the prison,
There you go, Direct D.
they take a percentage of the money
Like 45%,
towards something,
like YouTube takes.
and then I do think that a certain amount of that money that I send to the prison goes to housing for the person that's in prison.
Wow, so now the taxpayer pays and now the inmate pays. Talking about double dipping.
Oh yeah.
Triple dipping, quadruple dipping, all different kinds of dipping. Yeah, they need to make
Wow.
private prisons illegal. They need to make a lot of this private. They need to freaking make the internet. What do you call it? A public utility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, Betsy.
Okay. So yeah, let's try to. We Cobra and I's been figuring out ways. We were talking about panels, so hopefully he can do maybe one a week or so. And
Yeah, I wanna try and like do a panel and then feature like I said the new guys, the upcomers that are just getting out there, and feature their channel and try and get their subscriptions up, so people will start seeing everybody that's putting a camera on a cop.
I've got 5 or 6 of them on my YouTube page. Use them at will.
Yeah, cool. Yeah,
yeah,
that's my goal, is to try and to support and put it out,
encourage.
the new channels that are out there putting in the work.
Yeah, we need to encourage more people to film the cops.
That's my whole goal, is to encourage people to put a camera on the cops.
Hmm.
That's what I live for.
It's happening. More and more and more people are doing it. I'm loving it.
Great.
And the cops, you ask them their name and badge number, and 9 times out of 10 now they go, "My name and badge number is," which they didn't
Yeah,
do
but we
2
still
years
have a
ago.
lot of them saying there's got to be thousands and thousands of officer right here. You
Right?
know.
Yeah, there is, but I mean, but it's way better than it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Literally every cop 2 years ago was go, "Fuck you."
But I want to thank everybody for coming in. Thanks everybody in chat: M Star, Joseph, Rotten Apple, John, Angel, Veronica, Direct D, Good Citizen. Everybody, thanks for coming in. Appreciate your input, and just keep watching the videos and subscribing. That it means a lot. It means a lot.
Thanks for
And
letting me come in, man.
Yeah,
we're
same here, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, Mitch and Code, thank you guys.
we're gonna
Appreciate it.
say goodbye, and thanks everybody for coming in. Much respect, and we really appreciate the input. I really appreciated I can't remember his name now, for coming in and thanking us for doing what we do.
Nidal.
The Canadian, just call
Yeah,
Yeah,
him the
Nigel.
Canadian.
idol. Guys, thanks for coming in, and we really appreciate it.
Direct D.
Peace out. Let's save
Yeah,
America.
fuck Direct D. Everybody, all I want, fuck Direct D.
Fuck
Yeah,
Direct
fuck
D.
Direct D.
Yeah.
Later, bro.
Later.
Everybody
We
be
love you, brother.
safe.
We love you.
Later, all round.
All right, man. You guys have a
Yeah.
great day. We're gonna call this one.
All right, and everybody be safe out there.
All righty.
Okay. Hold on, Cobra.
Okay.
I gotta make sure it ends.
Yeah.